We call the meeting to order of the Walpole Sewer and Water Commission, date being October 17th, 2025. The meeting is being held at the E.J. Delaney Treatment Plant on Washington Street in Walpole. We have a posted agenda, and the time being 10 o'clock, we're opening this meeting. The first item is a review of minutes of the October 6th.
Before we move, Mr. Chairman, can we confirm the total attendance of this meeting?
Okay, in attendance, we have no staff from the Sewer and Water Department, no secretary, superintendent, and absent, we have two members, Bill Hamilton and Bill Abbott. Present, Patrick Fasanello and Pradeep Mishra, and myself, John Hassenjager.
And just want to declare that I'm also on Zoom link so that the public can join this public meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Thank you.
We have a review of the minutes. Is there any edits or revisions to the minutes from October 6th?
So in that meeting, we had asked the superintendent to provide multiple different report, including the number of meter installed so far and number of, I'm just checking. Status, how many meters are installed, department is getting to 5, and then it never gave any status after that. So that's one thing I noted, but that's.
Well, that you want that added to the minutes?
No, not in the minutes. I'm just reading the thing, and there were appointments from abatement appointments from 6:45 until 7:30 p.m. 5 meeting request, and 6:45 p.m. I think this one is coming today again. This abatement was for 7 Cherokee sewer abatement request. The homeowner explained that they installed lawn and they have a huge bill coming, and we reviewed the bill last time, but the bill amount is not written here. I clearly stated that the bill of 3,700 some amount was very high. That's why board was discussing, but the bill amount is not mentioned here. The second thing so that this is already Mr. noted the bill was sent late to the customer, but I also calculated it was late by 38 days. So that's the correction I want to make on this particular meeting notes, and the other also has similar information.
What page, where is this now?
This is page 2 for 7 Cherokee sewer abatement request.
Okay, so those amendments are for 7 Cherokee?
Yeah.
Okay.
To put the actual billing date, actual bill amount, and actual meter reading date in the minutes. This will be used.
Well, I think what you want is, at that meeting, you made the request. The response should be in they can't have the answer at the meeting you made the request. The response is in the superintendent's report for this meeting.
Okay. I will check. Then I'll hold on to it, because I just wanted to confirm that information is missing.
All right, Mr. Fasanello, you good with the minutes?
Yeah, I did. I'm okay.
All right. Move to accept the minutes of the October 6th.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, 300. We have a hand-delivered status report from the superintendent. And there's no one here to read it. So it's answering questions that Mr. Mishra had. Would you like to read this report?
So, yes, this one, I see two copies, but I'll read one of them. Does both look similar? Yeah, both the same. This is from Superintendent update for today's meeting 10/17/2025. The Commissioner requested an update related to our metering system and number of meters endpoint installed. Please see the list below for endpoints which carrying the meter reads to our office. So there are 7,714 meters from the KP Mueller system, almost 86% of the whole system. 950 are Bejer beacon system, which are 11%, and rest are small amount of a Metron and Neptune system. There are total 8,974 meters on radio or cellular network. So that's the good information. The only thing is that one of the system is retiring in this meter system, and the other meter system is coming up. So that upgrades are happening throughout the town. The second update is the commissioners requested an update on our billing status. We are currently working through bill cycle 4, 5A, 5B, 6, and 14. These cycles have read date of 10/7/25 with 90 days of uses, plus or minus 2 or 3 days based on how the calendar lines up to 30 to 31 days in a month. We expect to send this cycle down to collector's office on 11/3/2025. So they are stating that they are taking 30 or 31 days in a month to issue a bill, which I think is a big problem. But let's read through the memo. The commissioner requested an update to 276 Winter Street if the household is on any exemption list. I checked with the assessor and they are not. So we don't know whether this abatement stand or not. This was about the meter charges, and this we had to recheck the abatement request. Bill Abbott updated myself and commissioner on all season previous uses at septic facility based on previous year all season. Also, this is already we have as a memo response to MWRA permit. Jarvis Farm stormwater project is complete. Drainage pipe under road crossing was redone along with the retention area across from the beach. This is the same contractor who did the work at the development town hall. So that's a report pretty much printed and given to us. Public can get this report online.
Okay, thank you.
They can request this report from the town, sorry.
Now, I'm told that the appointment of 6:45,
No, we are
excuse
all,
me, yeah,
we are on
we're not correspondence.
Yeah.
All seasons pumping sale. There's a summary on this about the fact that they will not be using the septic.
Shall I read the summary?
Sure.
So this is from Bill Abbott, an impact of all-season pumping sale, October 8, 2025. At October 6 October 6 sewer and water meeting, we learned that Base State Septage, who had bought all seasons pumping, Bill is here, pulled their application and has decided to use another septage receiving facility. Looking at the septic billings from 20. I'll stop and then you can explain this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my 10:30 got canceled, so.
Good.
We have Bill Abbott joining us now. So we have 4 commissioners in the meeting now.
Well, I was just wanted to let the group know that the all seasons accounted for about 70% of our revenue, which was
Right.
used in calculating what we charge for sewer rates. So. And apparently they can't, or decided it's not worth them to proceed with the MWRA.
Yeah, my comment in that would be that it's sort of a dormant effort. I guess this is what people don't understand. The operations of the sewer and the water, they're more dealing with the physical plant, the day-to-day operations of these things. This is this needs administrative oversight. Someone needs to work out an arrangement with the MWRA to allow the septic facility to accept proportionality of waste from loads that are delivered to the plant. They have regulations that are defiant and in opposition to the way people have business practices. Septic haulers go from account to account and collect the waste into one truck.
So what is
And what the regulations are doing is forcing people who don't have Walpole waste not to be able to avail themselves of this septic facility that we have available here. And that is an easy problem to solve if we have the right effort to correct this problem with the state and then market to the septic haulers that they can use our facility. And that would increase revenues greatly. This has been brought up a number of times by myself. There isn't no response. I think if we had a little more cooperation and authority, this could be resolved and would help reduce or keep the sewer rates in a proper level. So, but I appreciate the report, Bill, and that's unfortunate. And I think that just puts a red flag up that we have to work to get someone to address this issue and get it straightened out with the state.
Yeah, I did look into this, I promised I would. They basically told me, have the contractor call them, because they had questions about, what towns they picked up in. How could they make arrangements so that if they were on MWRA towns, they could certify that the load was there. The problem is Deer Island is very, very close to capacity. And they're worried about that. And especially stuff from a on-site sewer is a different concentration than what you get from a regular user who's flushing down the toilet. So they have a bunch of questions for any hauler who wants to dump their stuff. They do not want combined loads. And they understand that that can happen very easily. So they work it out with each contractor. And if they can work it out, then fine. If they can't work it out, and it seems that on this particular case, they could not work it out. And he's claiming that the permit is too expensive, I think he
I
said.
think that was it, yeah.
Yeah, so this is good report. So you're estimating that they had a revenue of $125,000 per calendar year?
Yeah, I have all their records for like the last 6 years. You
Okay,
can see
so that's the
it's
average,
a
okay.
consistent,
So the loss of around $150,000 to
Yeah.
our facility. Okay, thank you.
The other thing, well, Mr. Fasenelli, the answer is interesting that they come back with, but I think there's more of an obligation. If we put this facility in and the MWRA is blocking it from being used, I think they need to remunerate us for the lost business.
Well, that's true. We
And,
built a basically Taj Mahal of septic receiving. Some towns had a hole in the ground where the truck pulled up and dumped it right in. We met every single state regulation. It still meets those regulations. It cost us, I think, what'd you say, $1 million? I think it was close to that. So it's a absolutely approved disposal site, but
Well, the other thing we could do is try to get in bed with one or two haulers and give them some incentive to do Walpole holistically. When they're doing runs, schedule runs exclusively in Walpole, bring it here, and they get a discount for doing that. They get some, benefit from breaking their normal schedule and trying to
John,
facilitate this.
was there This MWRA was sued for the, improper disposal out when they built the Deer Island plant and all. Was in the lawsuit that they were prohibited from taking loads outside of MWRA? I just vaguely remember something along those lines, so there may be, some other issue that, rather than just a pure, economic issue.
I understand, you find in many times, I don't know if it's this case here, but agencies begin promulgating their own regulations, which are really not law, and the legislature's never passed. They just set up a policy and say, that's the rules. Until someone legally challenges them, that's the way they
But
operate.
there was an actual lawsuit involved, and it not about this, but it was tangentially
Right.
affected us, that all of a sudden we couldn't take loads from neighboring towns like Norfolk or Medfield or, Foxborough, because they aren't MWRA sewer communities. I just wanted to make a
Well,
note.
another thing, I don't accept that Deer Island is a zero-sum game. It's a processing center. So maybe they just have to work more hours, have more throughput. It's not a matter, they're not a empty tank that gets filled up and that's the end of it. So, that's kind of a silly excuse they're hiding behind. Someone needs to dig into this, and I think this is one of the functions of an independent sewer and water commission, to make sure that happens. But thank you for that.
Well, Bill, one of the cases that's made is that Deer Island and Nut Island, it goes to Nut Island first from our area, and then goes to Deer Island. And is that the Commonwealth paid for this? The Commonwealth took out bonds and things. This is MWRA, but the Commonwealth of Massachusetts owns it. It's like Quabbin, okay? Boston sort of was the reason they built it, but this whole Commonwealth used tax money, years ago.
Right.
So they should have some consideration of the use of these big public works. And I think that was the part of the case, is that, they already had a vested interest in it, and they weren't enjoying that.
Well, particularly if I'm wrong, Bill, I think another number of them go to Rhode Island because they have a better receptivity down there, which is really unfortunate because the business is going out of state.
There was a big hauler is Wind River, who
Yeah.
has takes small trips to a facility actually in Walpole to a bigger truck, and out it goes. And they offer coupons for people to, X number of dollars off, to have them take their loads, so.
All right, to be continued. Let's see here. We have the
Abatement review.
abatement for
Abatement review, there are two
7
abatements.
Cherokee.
Yeah, there are two abatements, so we need to review both of them. So, 7 Cherokee, they came last meeting on October 6th, and they had very high water uses bill of 3,700. And we also noted that the bills were late, and the second thing I noted in that is that on October 6th meeting or October 7th meeting, that person has not yet received, the family has not yet received the second bill, which was already October 7th was the meter reading day. So Mr. Abbott did some research and have this information here. Mr. Abbott, you want to summarize?
Well, they did come in looking for an abatement, and as you said, about, they were watering their lawn, they put in a lawn, if I recall. They were just questioning, one, how could their sewer be lower than their water, and I explained that to them, and it's based at, the usage was in the 2025 fiscal year where the sewer rates were not tiered. And once you got into the fourth tier for water, you were paying a much higher rate, and the bulk of their water ended, because it was so much, ended up in the fourth tier. And then I explained an option for them, if they had an irrigation meter, as to what it would have changed, assuming that if they're going to continue to water their lawn, in subsequent seasons, that they might want to take advantage of that. I just also reminded them that we didn't take an action on their request for an abatement, but if they wanted to, that they should contact, Terry and let us know.
So they have to come again?
I guess it would be up to them as to, if I was them, I would, and I'd probably investigate getting, a second meter, finding out what the plumbing costs, because
So how much did you expect the second bills to be coming until October 7th? You did this investigation.
I didn't understand your question.
So you did this investigation, isn't it? That his second bill also is going July to October period.
Right.
Yeah. So how much do you think he'll be getting this bill, which was supposed to be due on, I think, October 7th or October 8th?
I had notes when I was actually figuring it out, and I decided, rather than me guessing when they stopped watering their lawn, I would just tell them that I could see that they probably were going to get at least part of the usage in the Tier 4 rates, because it would have been covering July, and part of July, August, and into early October. I presume they're not watering it towards the end, but I'm not sure when they would have turned it off. And it may have been when they got their first bill that it was real high, that they said, oops, let's stop watering, so.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I see a lot of issues with the billing, especially we have given the permission last time to, in the last rate hearing, to town of Walpole to have meter reads and meter bills also. So the people are paying meter charge extra quarterly charges, plus the bills are going late. So, Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the printed motion titled Temporary Abatement and Suspension of Meter Charges for Delayed Billing dated October 17, 2025 as presented. The motion is on the table. I'll give you the copies. I'll read the motion a little bit, but because it's a huge legal motion, I'll give it time to read and I'll explain what it is. So this motion is for temporary abatement of suspension of meter charges for delayed billing. And what it does, that we have noticed that the town of
Hold on one second. Are you here for a specific purpose on the agenda?
I was told by Terry to come. She sent me an email, said to come regarding our water bill.
which,
Are you the cleans?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
Why don't we,
I'm confused now. This is a motion you made, which,
Yes, I made
which,
a motion.
I understand that motion. This gentleman is seeking an abatement, is that
Yeah.
correct?
yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that
Yeah.
before we,
No, but this is also abatement review. It's coming.
I know, this is, and it's a good thing, I understand that,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Let's get rid of him.
All right, this is,
I don't have anywhere else to be outside of my 2 dogs.
You can stay.
Which address are you representing?
7 Cherokee Lane.
7, okay. And what is your, you can come to the mic and
Sure.
explain what is your
You're gonna be on
billing
TV.
Oh, God, put my hat back on. So our issue was that we got the bill in, I can't think of exactly the date, about a month ago, and it was a lot higher than we obviously expected. And we accept we're culpable. We understand that we watered the lawn and we weren't aware of the law, of the rules. The 2 issues I had was that I think that we did get the bill so late that was a bit of a problem for us, that we didn't, we would have stopped watering earlier. Now, we should have called. So I guess my point is that it would probably be beneficial for people in the future if we were to send out bills more or somehow electronically or something. So, because I would have stopped this, my lawn would have burnt, but because I would not have wanted to pay this. The other issue I had is just that the fact that it's commingled on the bill, that it says, not commingled, pardon me, but it's one breakdown is for water and then water and sewer. And I'm not saying that the charges aren't correct, I just mean the way it's worded, that it's water and sewer, when I think it was $1,700 is listed under that, and clearly we watered our lawn. I think I told you guys in the last meeting, but we didn't flush our sewer that many more times. So the fact that it's listed as under water and under sewer, it just seems not appropriately named. So like I say, it's not probably relevant. If you just grouped it together and charged me $3,700, then that argument wouldn't even be. If I'm making that clear, that the way the sewer is, that I know we didn't use our sewer that much more, but we clearly did use our water.
I understand your issue. As I told you, that you could have saved your at least out of $3,700, $3,600. If it was a monthly bill, you could have saved $2,400 immediately if it was a monthly bill.
If I had stopped.
Yeah.
But I
the
would-
first
I wouldn't-
month bill.
yeah, I
And
wouldn't have
that's
done
the
that,
estimate.
but-
And did you get
Yeah.
the second bill until October?
I don't know that I've gotten a second bill.
It
I
has-
got the one
you-
bill for $3,700. That's the only bill we
So
got.
do you know your second bill? That's
No.
the question.
I do not.
I'm sorry to give you bad news. Okay, you should go to the town hall after this meeting and ask for your second bill.
I'm thinking that
Okay.
they're in
Please,
cycle
please.
4.
Please stop. And once, because I'm expecting your second bill to be very high. So you are 6 months behind in your total billings now, as of now. So you
You're
have.
saying I'm in paying, or I've actually
No,
getting out to people?
To the bill, to give you bill. You don't know your 6 months, last
That's
6 months.
archaic.
Yeah, you just know you are 3 months back.
So the bill that I got is only until like maybe July, you're saying?
Yeah,
or-
please double check your bills.
Yeah.
I reviewed it.
Well, at this
So I have
point-
bad news. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to you for the whole mess, but there's a problem. Okay.
Yeah.
That you have lost almost $3,700 in the first bill. You don't know your second bill, how much it will be. And being in this position, I feel very ashamed that I can't help you.
Yeah,
Okay, so I personally apologize to you.
I appreciate it, but
Thank
there's
you.
no need to.
Shall we share this report also with him, this copy which he did research? You can take this copy,
Okay.
but he did a review.
No, I sent them, I emailed
To
them.
him. Oh, you already have this copy?
I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. And just collect your second bill also.
Okay.
And let us know what is the issue. Thank you.
I would just have,
You don't need to take second mortgage. Yes, please.
No, it's all
I
good.
complete that discussion. Thank you.
I just have a question. I see that a number of the usages were over 250 cubic feet in a day. That would have triggered in the office
That's
that there's excessive use. Did you get contacted?
Yeah, we got 2 different, my wife, it wasn't me, so I can't only speak in
Yeah.
what she told me, but she got contacted telling me we had excessive water use, but never any,
Yeah.
in this you know, my wife didn't ask either,
Yeah.
which we should have. Said, oh geez, what is our water bill? We never did. They did call us twice, which should have raised a red flag for us,
Yeah.
and it didn't. So, you know, I mean, the majority of the fault I know is with me. I'm just saying the process, I think, needs to be better. But, you know, I am clearly at fault. So but yeah, so it was twice they did call us.
Okay.
You know, it would have been nice if they could have said, hey, your bill's this, but that's not their job. We probably should have asked, but
Yeah, they wouldn't have known at that point that your bill,
Oh, they just
they
wouldn't
would
know
call
the usage.
because, say, hey, do
Yeah.
you know you got a leak somewhere? I mean,
Yeah.
I remember there was a case where someone was watering, forgot to turn the hose off, you know, it's out in the backyard or whatever.
Yeah.
And, so that we can stop it, but we don't bill by the day, so,
Yeah, no, I
you know,
understand.
they wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, I mean, we're totally ignorant of the matter, and we shouldn't have been. So, you know, I know better.
Bill, have you figured out what the sewer abatement should be? Roughly?
Well,
I see the problem here because,
what I did is I said, okay, here's how your bill was created, the one that you have. Then I said, an option was, and as you read the paragraph, I said, okay, using that information, had you had a second meter, the reduction, and somewhere I have it here, yeah, would have been $1,000 less. And I explained that their water end would have been higher, but the sewer would have been dramatically lower, which is what, you know, you were saying. The water went on my lawn, not on their sewer. And just giving them the option, and also explaining that there is a second meter charge.
I
Your water's
understand
gonna
that.
be more, you're gonna have to do some plumbing work, that's going to cost, and I'm not gonna estimate what that is.
but he didn't do all this. He just used the water, but how much of that water did not go into the sewer? That's what we need to know.
I explained it in the
Yeah, and so, do you know, have you,
about 16,055 cubic feet. I'm basing that on that their prior usage before they did this was 1,635 cubic feet. That's an average. You know, and I don't know, you know, was that normally low or high or whatever. The bill was for 17,690 cubic feet. So I subtracted out the 1635 and I said, all right, the 16,055 cubic feet, at least by this calculation, would have been on the lawn, not gone down their sewer.
okay, so
So,
at $1, what is it, $1.19 a cubic foot?
no,
No,
no.
it's, I just read it. It was, and I noticed that it's two different prices. I have it in my other book. What's the current rate per cubic feet?
Right now, it's,
$1.20?
in FY '20, no, in FY '25, it was $112.53. I'm not sure on the cents part.
Is that a cubic foot
No,
or
for
is that
1,000
1,000 cubic feet?
Yeah.
What is it, 1,000 cubic feet?
Yeah, it's per 1,000 cubic feet. Also, you have to look at it that we base the sewer for residents as 80% of your water usage. It starts to get a little bit more involved, and if I know we were going to go into detail, I would have brought all my notes where,
Well, we-
you know, I did all the
Until
calculations.
he's there, can we give some abatement to him? So
Yeah.
he.
So we're
he-
entertaining giving him an abatement, right?
No,
Well,
they didn't give it abatement.
we did not
We
give
did not
one.
give him abatement.
No, we're entertaining it.
Well,
not-
he's
not
asking
now.
for one.
Not-
Um,
Yeah, I suggest that we hold on to until we discuss the.
If he
issue.
didn't use the sewer, then he shouldn't be charged for it, right?
Well, that is why we typically have made those cases where where, let's say it was an approved usage. You had a toilet that was running, or you had a dishwasher.
Toilet's a different
You know,
story.
something that didn't go down. In this case, this usage was watering their lawn, not only, when you weren't supposed to. So
but-
that's
If I can say that's untrue, because we were told by the town we could water. We were not told we weren't supposed to. They never mentioned anything because we had
in
put a new
May.
side, and they
Excellent.
told us, just let me finish please,
Yeah.
that we could water indiscriminately. We were never told there was any odd, even, whatever. And the other issue I have, and
Well-
you probably already know this, but I just think that our sewer usage over the year, if you look at that and then look at the sewer usage we charged for those 3 months, I think the difference is what we should be abated. That would be, it's maybe a simple way to look at it, but if we paid $100 a month for water and then we're charged $700, that $600 is not attributable to the sewer, it's attributable to the lawn. And once again, I know that's a simple argument, but that's the way I believe.
So you're asking for $600?
No, I'm just trying to give an example.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying that our sewer usage, if you look at it throughout the year, and then you look at it those 3 months, our sewer usage probably went up 10 times.
So-
And it didn't, obviously, but our water usage did. So that's why I don't have any problem at all, and I will pay it, obviously, but I mean, the usage on our lawn, we are totally 100% at fault for. I just think that in the future, that this needs to be reworded or somehow on the bill that your sewer bill isn't really $1,700, it's really $200, but you're being charged $1,500 because you watered your lawn more.
Okay,
I just don't see that my sewer bill should be up $1,700.
so
How
as
much
of
are
now,
you asking for an abatement?
I'm really whatever, frankly, ideally, the difference between what my water bills are historically, my sewer bills are to what they were there. So if I pay $200 average every 3 months and it's $1,700, I'm not saying it should be $1,500, but it should
Well,
be.
Patrick,
he-
And I know, and I'm, like I
he
said, I'm
doesn't
just
know the
throwing
second bill
numbers out
also.
for
He,
simplification process.
he doesn't know the second bill. That's the reason I said, if we have both bill, then we can
So
talk
he's gonna
about it.
have to wait.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
we
trying
can't-
to say. I'm trying to say that you get the second bill from
Okay.
it's so because we can't guesstimate, because then again you have to come again
No, I
with for the
understand.
second bill.
Yeah.
So you have not received your second bill
No,
for,
that we got the last one about a month ago.
yeah, that was late.
So it's gotta be probably another month out at least, I think we get our
Yeah.
next bill.
So
Well,
that's,
the bill does show what you're paying for water, and it does show what you're paying for sewer. And if you had an irrigation meter, there would be another line saying that.
No, I understand, but
Yeah.
do you understand what my argument is? That our sewer usage clearly did not go up 2,000%, our water usage outside did. Whatever the number
Yeah.
would be. I mean, so it just doesn't add up to me.
Okay.
And I,
Right.
as someone that worked, when you talk about Mass Water, I worked for Morgan Stanley, I sold Mass Hunter's bonds. So, I mean, I understand, the numbers, but, we clearly were ignorant of how much we were watering the lawn. So I totally understand that we should pay 100% of that bill. And then I just think that the sewer is somewhat of a gray area that, we were not aware. We really were paying a lot more for our water outside, we knew that. We had no idea that it was gonna then charge us that much more for our sewer inside. And if that makes sense, or maybe you should just say it's $3,500 for your watering outside and $200 for your sewer, and then I would probably feel better about paying that bill. That makes
Right.
sense?
yeah, this makes sense. Let's close the
But he would, I think,
discussion.
yeah, we can hold this figure here as to review with the other bill and come up with one solution to it, I think. is the way
I
to
suggest
do it.
that, yeah, we
Because
will
you-
follow up with you.
Yeah, but if you saw my lawn, you seen my lawn? It's so bad. I don't know why. I feel like, at least we had a nice lawn, I would feel like I did it for a reason. So, my stupidity.
Chairman, shall we move to the topic?
Okay, so to be continued, is that the way, when you get the other bill, we can come back to this?
Yeah, so when I get, I'm not, do you want me to go to the town, or I can just wait till I get it and come down, or is it? I paid $3,000 the other day, I went down just to, and she said that they would, I think it was Terry about the interest, that they would, kind of figure it out, because we were still in a discovery period, and so.
Right.
whatever you guys want me to do, you want me to wait till I get the bill, or you want me to?
You can go ask for it.
expedite, get it and come earlier, or?
You should ask for it, because the problem is much more than that. So you should know your final numbers.
Based on the
Yeah.
fact that they're cycle 4,
Yeah.
I'm just looking, they should have read the meter now probably in the first or second week of October, which is, days ago. So if they have the actual number, although I know they do them in batches, they might be able to manually just figure, okay, this is what it's going to be.
Yeah, why don't you see if you
Give
don't
or
get
take.
the other bill by the end of the month, then go in and ask for it.
Okay. Are you aware of when the last bill of the cycle was? Is it just literally till like halfway through the year, till June, the end of June?
Cycle 4,
Because I'm just wondering what my unknown is gonna be, like, because I know I would say I stopped mid-August watering, or for the most part. That's probably when I got my bill.
the billing period, just looking at this, looks like it would be from July 7th to October 7th, would have been represent the 90 days, and the bill date would be roughly, if you look at them, they're all 30, 31, although you found a 37-day there, Pradeep. So you'll be getting it,
I
like
didn't
the
find
first,
it was-
second week in November be
Okay.
when, but
I have seen more delays, so don't worry. I can prove the evidence. So
Thank you.
let's close this talk, because we explained to him to come back, because I have a lot of other things to run. I have taken a break for a small moment of time.
Okay?
Okay.
So, once you get the other bill,
Okay.
okay,
I appreciate your understanding of the matter.
Thank you.
thank you.
So-
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well said.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
you're released.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the printed motion titled Temporary Abatement and Suspension of Meter Charges for Delayed Billing dated October 17, 2025 as presented. I'll repeat my motion. As per authority given by Massachusetts state laws and Walpole Town Charter, I hereby put this motion to adopt the printed motion titled Temporary Abatement and Suspension of Meter Charges for Delayed Billing dated October 17, 2025.
I'll second that.
Great, thank you. And let's open for discussion.
I would definitely oppose suspension. This is, you're going to throw around $250,000 of revenue that's going to disappear. And if you wish to do that, we will have a shortfall, and an alternative would be to make that up in the remaining probably 6 months of the year, which will result in rate increases.
So what is the estimate, $250,000?
If I recall, it was, well, they were around like $8, actually it's a little bit more than $8, times 8,000 customers
Well,
roughly.
they won't all be, it's
No,
only for customers.
That is fine, that's correct estimate, that is correct
Well,
estimate.
but the point is, it's only for those people who didn't get their bill within 30 days.
And no, I wanted to know the number. I wanted to know that number. So that is great, good information. I
Right.
wanted to know that number,
Yeah.
how much impact it will be. We are not suspending for all the meters, only for the people who got late bills.
And I guess I would say that I don't consider them to be late. They've been
Okay.
basic, so.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
The thing is, the town, when they put this meter charge, when they proposed this meter charge, and they said they have very modern billing system, professional staff and professional people helping to basically do all the work, and that professionalism is lacking here. That's the statement. I don't want to drag this a lot, but I just want to make that statement here.
Okay.
And the second thing is $250,000. Let's talk about it. How, if we are not suspending all of it, we are just suspending the meter charge, which was introduced on July 1st, and this is the, when there's more than 31 days of the late bills, isn't it? So,
Well, I don't believe.
30
that-
calendar days, yeah.
I don't believe we have set as that 30 days is the timeframe that we'll get you a bill.
Yeah.
We've never set that, no.
That's correct. No, I have said it, I have said that multiple times in past
And you
meeting.
have.
Yeah, yeah.
But we've never said,
No.
okay, that's a standard
So
that we're going
that's
to,
yeah.
as a board town, meet.
Yeah.
And I would say, they would say, we just can't guarantee that
Okay.
30 days.
That is what I'm coming to. You're right.
Right.
That they are not able to produce the bill in less than 30 days, isn't it? You're saying that? Okay.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's a fact here. Okay. So,
So,
And I've seen issues with that when they rush,
yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
that causes other issues.
Okay, so, but my point is, for that, we are not penalizing the payer, or water rate payer and sewage rate payer. So that's a point already noted here.
Well,
So if.
you know, I've been on this before. I told you before, you were on the board. And I've always said, we need monthly billing. We need to bill like a regular utility does. If every other month is an estimate, well, that's okay. But there should be a monthly billing. And all I've been getting for the last 10 years is a bunch of excuses. So this is clear. This is an incentive to get that done and get these people some order in their lives instead of winding up with these,
So the second.
billing system with
That's
cycles
correct.
and
Yeah.
whatever.
The second evidence I put here is a Facebook post on everything Walpole, and the residents are complaining about this particular meter charges. And there are a lot of comments, government love to tax through fees. I'm not surprised if this is the case. And how much the monthly bill is for my business. So the people are complaining. There are 45 comments on everything Walpole posted on September 14. I can't take the name of the people, but that's what it is. So on the public forum, people have raised concern about the new meter charges. And when we voted, we were in under assumption that the bills will be given on time to the customers, to the water ratepayers and sewer ratepayers.
And furthermore, when we put the meter charge in, I envision that as a temporary charge till this meter program is paid off. Then I envision this is going away. This charge wasn't there forever.
Okay,
So, you know, it's gonna go away anyway.
And I believe.
for that we have to do public rate hearing.
What?
Yeah, to remove that, we have to do public rate hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that will
this
be
is
done
suspension.
when
This
they're
is
finished
suspension,
with
yeah.
this program.
Yeah.
And we don't have any updates, really, in how, is he still at 10% of the people with the new meters?
No, it is 950 from last 2 months. We are getting the same number, 950.
That's it in the whole town?
Whole town, yeah.
Oh my, okay. You know, that has to be improved. Because, you know, when people see how much water they're using, I use it all the time, and I'm always amazed at how much water, or how little water we're using. So everybody should have that, and they should look at it and hopefully conserve water, or not be surprised how much they're paying for the water.
well, I mean, I think this is, in a way, it's a vehicle to try to accelerate and incentivize the administrative arm to move faster on the meter, you know, the billing. So I don't think you should, this is something you can propose to enact in the next rate hearing or something, but I don't see.
So that's what, this clarification. in the next
I
page.
don't see it being retroactive back to July, which is what I,
No, it is only when the bill was sent more than 30 days late. So that is the first abatement. The second is suspension of future meter charges, which is we suspend the assessment meter charges for any billing cycle where water and sewer bills are not issued within 10 calendar days of the last meter reading date until timely billing compliance is demonstrated. And the third is extended suspension of repeated non-compliance. If billing delays exceed 10 calendar days in 2 or more consecutive billings, the board shall suspend all future meter charges until town successfully implement a modernizing billing system that provide monthly electronic billing, free ACH payment option, and timely consistent bill issuance in compliance with prior board votes and modernization goals. Fourth is intent and scope. The policy does not alter or amend existing rate schedule, but ensure that meter charges are applied only when the town fulfills its obligation to bill ratepayers promptly and accurately. Fifth is ratepayer protection clause. In accordance with the Mass General Law C41, Section 69B and Mass General Law C40 39J, no administrative officer, employee or council of the town of Walpole shall modify, obstruct, or overturn this duly adopted motion. Any challenge to this policy or its implementation shall be made only through the Office of the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the designated authority to review the public board actions for compliance with the state law. Sixth is implementation and reporting. The superintendent or designated town staff shall provide the board with a monthly compliance report showing the meter reading and the billing issue dates for all accounts to verify adherence to this 10-day billing requirement. 7 is notification. A certified copy of this motion shall be transmitted to the town administrator, finance director, and the Attorney General of Massachusetts, along with notice to town clerk for public posting under Mass General Law C30A. 8 is effective date. This motion shall take effect immediately upon adoption by the Board of Sewer Water Commissioners and shall apply to all billing cycles beginning on or after July 1st, 2025. And that's the motion. I'm still open to more discussion, and especially the $250,000 estimate, which is high estimate. Is if they're
Actually,
doing
it's probably a little bit low because we have about 8,000 customers,
Correct.
but there are about 400 who have irrigation, so they get 2 meters.
Yeah.
And it also depends on the meter size. I think it was like $8.15 for 5/8 and
That's
$8.85 for 3/4, which is more common.
That's correct. So yesterday, most of us attended the finance committee meeting, and we saw that the town is trying to spend water retain earning and sewer retain earning of $350,000 on to some other projects, stormwater projects. So there is fund. The water retain earning has millions of dollars. So I'm not worried about the that particular $250,000. I'm worried about protecting the ratepayers and the modernization of the billing system. I think from last 4 years, my goal was always to have monthly billing, but it never happened. I'm not trying to have a monthly billing or anything here, but the meter charges, which was added on June 9th, 2025, was intended to recover the meter-related maintenance and replacement cost, not to penalize the ratepayer for administrative or procedure failures beyond their control. So that's the reason I'm putting this for this motion. And under Mass General Law C41 69B and Mass General Law C40 Section 39J, the Board of Sewer Water Commissioner possesses full and independent authority to set, modify, or abate rates, fees, and charges related to water and sewer services, including remedial action necessary to protect the ratepayers. So I think I have written this motion, spending my time trying to protect the ratepayers, and I will request all the commissioner to basically help me modernize this system for the ratepayers purpose.
Wouldn't we have to have a rate hearing to change this?
No, that is in the clause, intent and scope. Fourth, this policy does not alter or amend existing rate schedule, but ensure that meter charges are applied only when the town fulfill its obligation to bill ratepayers promptly and accurately.
I guess my question is, ratepayers promptly and accurately, and without defining what promptly.
We define here, isn't it? The first, second, and third is 30 days for the past July 1st to October 17 until today. The second is future meter charges promptly is 10 calendar days from the last meter reading date.
And I would
third
say
is-
that you can't guarantee that, and
Which
knowing,
is
knowing
fine.
that
So
that
they will
can't
have,
do it.
so they will have almost, it's a quarterly bill, isn't it? So they'll have 2 cycles, because the third one is when they have, the third one kicks in.
Right.
So they have, you can say that 1 quarter to fix the whole system. They have 90 days to fix the whole system.
Yeah. Well, we've been told that it's to go monthly billing or to train this has an impact in the collector's office, and they've estimated what it costs. If one wishes to do that, when the time to do it is when the town meeting votes the annual budget, is that amount included in there, and any other costs, there is a physical limitation on some of these offices. If they say, I need 6 more people, I need 6 more desks, I need.
I understand.
And if,
So we are not-
where you're just suggesting this,
We are not changing any water rates or sewer rates. So you already calculated $250,000 impact on
Right.
suspending this charge. Okay, so let's say they don't do, they still keep on doing same. The
Right.
total loss to the town is $250,000. That's what you estimated.
if,
I agree.
if we change that.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, well,
I totally agree. And we are here to protect the water enterprise
but also
fund.
not to
Yeah.
cause havoc.
It's not havoc, it's an industry standard. It's industry standard and
This is
whatever.
not- You're dealing with, any industry standard may involve numerous outfits that are doing a similar thing. Some can do things faster, some can do things at a slower pace. And that's just the way it is. I mean,
That's-
I hear,
that's correct.
the
That's-
average
I
car is
totally-
$50,000 now.
That's
But
correct.
it's like, yeah, take the smallest ones, the biggest one, add them up, divide by the
Would-
number, and I get a number.
Totally correct. The town should reach out to Norwood to find out how they're doing monthly billing. I say that. So Norwood is doing water and sewer monthly billing, and town should reach out there. I agree with you. I'm totally agreeing with you. What I'm saying is that there are technology available, even with the all
Will it
this
cost
thing.
anything? Just
Electronic billing does not cost extra. What you are
Will
assuming?
it cost anything?
No. What you are
No,
assuming?
the question is, if it costs spending additional money, any of it, it has not been appropriated by town
Electronic-
meeting.
no.
Yeah, and that's why I say when we
Electronic-
say we want to do this,
Okay.
the steps you have to follow back up a considerable amount, more than 6 months before, to make sure that funding is available to do this, assuming it's possible.
So funding is there. So we
When
have
you say
written.
that the money's there, you're saying, oh, the retained earnings are there.
Yeah.
This
The-
board
it
cannot
was-
appropriate, the only ones who can appropriate money from the retained earnings is town meeting.
That's fine. That's totally
So
fine.
then you certainly can't tell,
They-
we're
they-
gonna spend it, and
So
the
there's a
town
6
meeting one, the next one that would be available, other than calling a special, would be April of, well, I guess they're in, the town meeting's in May, but the
Yeah,
spring.
6 months. 6
of
months.
two-
So they'll have time to figure out the cost. The town will have time to figure out the cost.
So don't start spending money at this point.
No,
We
this is-
cannot spend that
this
money.
is-
Deep,
It's not
I think
our-
you could get this approved as for a future date. You've set a date like Bill says, May 1st.
No, but
or-
this is not
So that
changing.
they have to mobilize how they're gonna do this, what it's gonna cost, get a budget approved, go through all the all the departments, all the thing, human resource, it's not just,
No, but
they
we have
can't,
discussed.
they can't do it just because you say it.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. The board is putting the guideline, and board is giving it to Attorney General Office to review the practice. If the town has a problem, we need to raise that to the proper state authority, and this is the way we can raise. Because I am hearing this, pushing on the deadline from last 4 years. So I'm totally on your side. This is what the new meter reads charge, which was introduced just now in the last meeting. This is just about that. This is nothing to do with any other revenue or any other things. And this is just about the $8 or something meter charges, which was introduced as a ready-to-serve fees, adopted on June 9, 2025, intended to recover meter-related maintenance and replacements cost, not to penalize ratepayers for administrative or procedure failures beyond their control. And we noticed it last 4 months, from July, August, September. The resident who came, he could have saved easily $3,000 to $4,000 if he had proper billing on time. So the board has to do something, and because it goes to the state, they can negotiate with state and get an extension. There's nothing, we are not doing anything other than protecting the consumer. We are not doing anything else, because it does not changes anything. They can put their case with the state.
You know what I don't understand? 10 years ago, I had a program for my business that the data would come in. I had the data. I didn't have to run any program. There were programs available in the open market. I did combine them together. So in order to access my customers, all I did was load in the data. It actually printed out the information. It printed the envelope. It did everything except put a stamp on it, and it actually called their telephone number and had me connected. And once I finished with that phone call, it would automatically dial the next one on the list. If I could do that 10 years ago, and I'm not a computer expert, these were off-the-shelf programs combined together, why can't they? They have the data, it comes off, they read the meter every day, right? They see exactly, they say every month on the 30 days or 31 days, whatever they want to do, give us the information. It should automatically just happen. It should mail out the bill or send it by email, whatever the customer wants.
No, but still you're.
I mean, what's wrong? Like I say, I did this 10 years ago, so they have to have a better system now, right?
I did billing of New York, New Jersey, Maryland, the whole state billing consulting, and you can calculate the population of those states, and this was 2011, and we are in 2025. If somebody says that they cannot do automated billing, electronic billing, I am amazed, for the bureaucracy. So what this motion is doing is that, of course, it's just suspending. If they're able to do it, they can still be getting this meter charge. And this is also putting actual, the whole billing thing under state supervision. So that is the criteria I'm trying to
And
achieve.
Pradeep, the worst thing is, every time they change their computer program, they promise us that they would do this.
Yeah.
And
So as you
nothing happened.
yeah. So the ratepayer protection clause is from the Mass General Law C-4169B and Mass General Law 4039J, that no administrative officer employed. So basically, any challenge to this policy or implementation shall be made only through the Office of Attorney General of Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the designated authority to review the public board action in compliance with the state law. So we are trying to protect the ratepayer. There's nothing wrong, I think we are just giving a kind of warning, it's just warning to the thing and asking the state to help town to basically mitigate this issue. That's what I'm trying to say. And let state and town figure out how to modernize the system best way. And if if board exists and the town wants more fund, I'm happy to help the town to basically give more fund for this particular modernization. So that's the point I'm trying to make.
My point would be, it would cause havoc by doing it at this point. If you say, we want to do
Let the
it,
state decide. That's my point. Yeah. Let the state decide.
They've had 10 years to get ready.
Yeah. Let the state decide when they can. The town can negotiate with the state. You know, what if they need something.
What division of the state are you talking about?
Yeah, this will be through Attorney General office.
The what?
Attorney General of Massachusetts. They have a division of municipality and other governments and ratepayer and consumer. The ratepayer protection clause is from Mass General Law 41 and Mass General Law 40.
I would say, I could go along with this if you change the,
You promise?
no, the timing of this from past, you're going,
No, the past is only the 30 days. When they sent more than 30 days, like if they sent on time, then there's no problem, isn't it?
this is, no, you listen, July, August, September, this is October.
And that is the time when the town claimed that the Board of Sewer and Water was not functioning well, and they basically put us in some other situation. So I don't want to go on that topic yet. I just want to focus on this topic. So I'm just
But if
on
you
the
give
record.
you get it as of
Yeah.
January 1st, something
No, I
like
can't,
that.
because this meter charge started from July 1st. This meter reading charge, the meter charge, it's a new charge, ready to serve fees.
Yeah,
It started from July 1st. That's why I put the date of July 1st. So any bill, if they sent late, more than 30 days late, then it triggers. And it's suspension, it's abatement. It's not basically, even if they're sent by 29 days, 30 days, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's just putting the process to the state supervision. That's what it is.
well, that isn't helpful. The state's worse than the town.
At least
John,
for the ratepayer point of view.
John, the reason I believe he's getting involved with the state is, you know how many directives we've given the town administrator that he's ignored, okay, over the years? And I think that Commissioner Misra is kind of concerned that maybe this will not be adhered to. And that's why he has this
And
signature
this-
sheet in the back
yeah.
too, so that there's no doubt that this is a legal directive of the Sewer and Water Commission.
And if we are there after a month or two, we can reconsider it. I don't see any big problem. The state should take care of the issues. They should protect the ratepayers.
Well, nothing is written in stone.
Yeah. So the state should not. In the end, I think it's all about the ratepayers. We should not be penalizing the financial hard. Such delay constitute a failure in timely billing practice, resulting in financial hardship for the residents, particularly retirees and families on fixed incomes. And we've seen one example. There are 20 other examples you can find, and I gave you the Facebook evidence where people are complaining about this charge. I can't face my neighbors. I'm telling you. Yesterday was the bill which was issued in my neighborhood, and I got $750 bill. So I was expecting, but I can't expect every family to come and pay $750 plus $8 meter charge and get a bill. And my bill must be I think 31 days late, something like that. So it's just a protection. It's a protection for the ratepayers. It is not penalizing anyone. It's just basically accepting the fact and trying to suspend this charge which was introduced just this fiscal year. We were told that there will be great changes coming up and if the grade changes are coming up, the result will show up. And that will give a particular monitoring much better to us. Because in one of the clause, we have that the superintendent or designated town staff shall provide board with a monthly compliance report showing that meter reading and billing issue dates for all accounts to verify adherence to this 10-day billing requirement. So it's basically just a, what do you call it? Temporary preview of meter readed chart for next few months for them to improve. And that's what I'm suggesting. I'll close the argument, please. I had to go back soon. I've made my point.
I wish the staff was there. I'd love to hear their perspective on this.
That's correct. I also wanted it.
Well, John, I've heard their arguments against this. And it was sort of what you said. Oh, they can't do it. The computers have to be rejiggered. I mean, well, they're given excuses for 10 years of why they can't do it. And that's unacceptable. We don't have the staff. We have to retrain the staff. I mean, it goes on and on and on. But it has to come to an end. And I thank you, Commissioner Mishra, for finally putting it out there and giving them an incentive to get it done.
Thank you to all of you. You also take a lot of time going to the town figuring out the bill. So that's thank to every one of you. This is just a what you call temporary ratepayers protection, you can call it. But that's what I'm trying to do. There's nothing much.
Temporary or not, it will cause
see,
havoc.
yeah, which is totally fine. Let them show the. Let them show the.
I don't
result.
want to.
Yeah.
I think it would be disastrous to say, well, I want to just cause havoc to force something.
No, that's
No,
not the
it's not
intent.
that.
The
You don't
intent
get
is
it, do you?
floated there.
No, I do.
It's to help the customer.
It helps the
Because
ratepayers.
it's crazy the way they're doing it.
That it's going to
There's
cause
probably-
havoc. This isn't going to help the customer.
Yes, they should come and tell us if it's cost. They should come and tell us. I'm totally fine to ready
They
to hear.
have told-
Where is the staff?
Where is the
anyway?
last 3 months staff? Please don't go there. Please don't go there.
Can you explain that? Where is the staff? The
Please,
town
please,
charter says we
please.
should have.
Please, let's finish.
Well,
I'm too-
let's move this on.
Yeah.
I mean-
if you guys,
You've got it, a motion made and seconded.
that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that the only way I could go along with this is if you change this to like January 1st, 2026.
But this one is meter rating, meter charge. It has nothing to do with the other charges, isn't it?
That gives lead time for them to do something, organize it, hire the people, whatever they have to do to comply. It gives a reasonable time period to comply, not to start going back to July. Everybody's in violation.
No, the motion is taking.
I read it.
Yeah.
I would just say in the
but
two
the-
places
No,
where it says
so
for late billing,
you're
I start
talking about the
July
second.
through, January 1st through April.
Oh. So that is for 30, if it is late by 30 calendar days, isn't it?
What?
If it is late by 30 calendar days, that is the first cause. You are always going back on. If it is late by 30 days,
Right.
like the person who came, his bill was late by 38 days, at least he'll get $8 off. But if the bill was issued on time, there's not a problem. Even my bill, there's no, if it is, if you want, we can make it 31 days, that's, Everything that will save the town $8, ratepayers, you don't want to make them, that's up to you. But the quarterly charge of meter charge was introduced, so if it was late, then that's a thing.
Well,
So for the this example will apply to the person who came in the rate hearing for abatement. His bill was late. We can't give him that 3,000 or whatever he's looking for, but he'll get at least $8 abatement for meter charges.
And how would that $8, how would we get that to them?
It's an abatement on your next
It's
bill.
abatement.
And you know how that would be, what the process of getting that into the system? That's my point. There will be some cost, even if this is not going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah. They have to.
And so when you
they have
went
to
and
come
you
with the
talked
report.
went to the office, the town, the collector's office, and sat down with them, made an appointment, sat down with them and saying, here's what I want, tell me what you have to do and how long it's going to take.
The town has to figure it out.
Have they ever,
That's the big problem, is that,
Have they ever reached out to-
why stick at 30? Why don't we just say
How much?
instantaneous, or
Okay.
why not 40 days? Why?
That's correct.
have they ever reached out to Commissioner Mishra?
Let's not go there.
Well, I'm just asking,
simply-
no, this is not
I
going
don't know.
anywhere.
Whether-
Just yes or no.
When I
Have they ever reached out to him?
or want to find something, I go there, I ask.
No, we're not
to sit
talking
down.
about you. We're talking about, have they ever reached out to Commissioner
He will
Mishra?
tell you whether they have or not, I don't know.
They have not reached out me to get a solution, because I can develop this spreadsheet to bill in, let's say, 2 or 3 days. I can make full.
I've
A new billing
provided
system.
them, when I've talked to the people in the
That is
office
fine.
and
Let's
said,
not go
you're
on the
doing
skills
this,
and
saying
the-
that, I said, I think I could give you something that would speed the process up. And I said,
That's-
and if it
that's
doesn't,
totally
that's
fine.
fine, no.
I understand that, and that's what I heard from last 4 years. My first RTM meeting during the Corona time in the hall, there was $350,000 for meter improvement on the town budget. And I asked in front of the whole RTMs, when will get a proper time billing? I was responded, we will work with you to solve this problem, and we'll work with you. And I have been asking this from my first public meeting until today. We never saw it. So that's, and it is, as I said, this is just putting on the state review. If they have some problem, they can come back to the board. Board will help it. That's what my point is.
Well, as I say, I would support it if it's post-dated.
Okay, that's fine. Let's close this. We take the vote, and then I can move on. I'll leave the meeting. Shall we take a vote?
Okay.
Chairman, yeah.
Yeah,
All in favor of it, please say yes. It's a roll call, so we have to ask Mr. Patrick.
Yes, aye.
Okay. Mr. John Hasnegger.
abstain.
Bill Abbott, no.
No. Pradeep Mishra, yes.
Okay.
Does that win then?
Hmm?
That wins 2-1.
2-1-0. Yeah.
2-1-1.
2-1-1.
Why was it 1-1? Oh, one, yeah.
One abstain and okay. So we win? We win?
Huh?
I guess so.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your support.
You don't want to change the date, okay?
Do you want
No,
this,
I don't want to change.
do you want this
I
one
want,
sheet here?
let's use this one.
All right, give me your sheet.
Yeah. Let me write your name first. You guys are too much tough on me. Mr. Abbott and both of you are too tough on me. Patrick, F-A-S-A-N-E-L-L, and Pradeep Mishra. No, you are no, isn't it?
I am a no.
Okay, so I'll write your name under no. And you're abstain. So I'll write your name under abstain. John. H-E- Let's start with here. Mr. Chairman.
I won't be signing.
That is up
You
to-
what?
I said I won't be signing, so you don't have to pass it.
But you're not signing?
I'm not signing, no.
You need to put down refuse to sign.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put that down.
Well, that's a
It's
no vote.
recorded.
That's not a vote then. He's not
That's not a
voting,
vote,
basically.
then it's
Yeah,
abstain.
so it's,
It's abstain.
No, we'll sign it. I voted. I voted
No,
no. I'm not signing.
No, that's abstain.
No.
That's abstain, please. Don't
I-
play with the game.
It was right here
could I ask you why you won't sign?
because I think this is going to cause havoc and we're
No.
rushing the thing. Pat, that's why. That's why.
No, I'm not talking about that. Why won't you sign what you
Because
said?
I think that it gives some idea that I have some, I just think that it,
You mean maybe that you listen to the evidence?
yeah, I listened to the evidence and I still
you
say
did
it's
your
going to
research?
cause havoc and I just think that going through this extra step,
You
I
make-
still want to separate myself from
Of
that.
course you do.
Yeah.
You're just making up stories, you realize.
Pat,
All
fine.
hypothetical.
Fine.
Chaos.
Yeah.
The world is gonna
So,
end.
Mr. Chairman, what should I write here? He's refusing to sign. William
Write
Ward.
it down. That is an accurate fact. I am refusing to sign.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I've run 12,000 meetings in my life. And that's what, when people don't sign, you say, you just write down, refuse to sign.
That's fine.
Because this will be public record, that's why I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm all set. Please move ahead to the next topic.
All right, so I guess the other abatement was settled by the department, so I guess they're just telling us they made an adjustment to that bill. On 1531 Washington. So I
We'll
think
move on.
all right, now the infamous topic of Article 7. You have anything to say? You gave a talk last night.
Yes, well, if you listen to it on the computer or on YouTube, you'll find out that it's barely a talk because it's interrupted by the selectmen, and the chairman wouldn't let me say what I needed to say, so it was a disjointed bunch of words. I don't think anybody understood what I was trying to say. But basically, what I was trying to say is that the selectmen, when they sent out the package, put in there information that was disinformation. And the premise of this package was to help the people understand, help the RTMs understand what was on the warrant. But indeed, it only gave one side of the story, how good it would be to have a non-elected sewer and water committee. Nothing there about taking away people's right to vote, nothing there about the commingling of funds, and it just was a one-sided piece of literature, and they did it to further their own agenda of trying to get a committee that is appointed by them. So that's what I was trying to say. And in the meantime, they violated a host of Massachusetts general laws and the code of regulations of Massachusetts. And they violated the ethics committee's advisories and even the town charter. But all those things I didn't want to hear, and they kept interrupting me. So unfortunately, that didn't go over well.
Do you have anything that you would like to say that you don't think they heard or make it?
Well, that's, I know they didn't hear that because they were too busy, telling me to hurry up, come on, get to it, get going. That doesn't lend itself to some kind of a calm presentation. But basically that's it. There's two things here, is that they take away the people's right to vote and they take away the checks and balances of the revenue streams. When you put all the revenue streams in the hands of one entity, you're going to ask for trouble. They're going to commingle. They're going to use the money for things they weren't supposed to be used for. And that's the thing. Two things, the money and taking away people's right to vote. That's what it comes down to when all the rhetoric is done. End of story.
Yeah, I would make, my comment would be that in listening to your talk, I just asked rhetorically, typically the Finance Committee, the first thing they want to know is who wrote the article, what's the purpose of it, what's the objectives of it, what's the procedures, what's the benefit, who's going to benefit, what's the alternative, et cetera. None of that was done on Article 7.
Well, who's going to benefit?
Well, wait. So, on the 8th, they couldn't say who wrote the article. The town administrator said the selectmen did it, and the selectmen on their meeting on the 9th said that the town administrator wrote it and put it in for them. So they don't know who wrote it, and he gave an anonymous sheet extolling the benefits of changing changing the structure of the sewer and water. But that really, we didn't get to debate that or discuss that at all. So I found the whole thing to be bizarre, and I don't know how. Hold on a minute.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was doing sorry.
I don't know, I don't think the Finance Committee, they're appointed themselves. Somebody threw them a bone after the fact. The original article said the selectmen were reporting all the advisory people in the future. But then I think to get the Finance Committee on board, they said, well, the Finance Committee, you're going to be powerful now. You're going to appoint two of them. So they pandered to them, which I think was a conflict.
John, don't you mean that was self-serving then, their vote?
I was surprised. The vote was 8-6 on, 6-8 on tabling the motion. And one of the people there, I was very surprised he voted the way he did, because at the beginning of the meeting, he was very much opposed to Article 7, so I don't know what happened to him. So it was a very close vote. It's interesting how they restructure the vote after, they vote for or against, and then they try to make it 11-1. They say, oh, well, we might as well all vote together, which I don't know why they just didn't reversed the vote, and it was 8-6, but no, they wanted to make it homogeneous, apparently.
Well, John, if you look,
So, but I would say that I'm dismayed that the selectmen would not meet with us after all those requests. Bill went to one preliminary discussion, trying to get a meeting. They didn't want to meet and talk with us till after they had total control, apparently. And Bill knows the details of that, but, you know, we tried to comply with what their requests were. And now that they'll meet after they have total control of the sewer and water, and we're advisory, then they'll meet, you know, and then they'll get the finance committee in so that the room will be 15-5, you know, which, in other words, if there's something about issues or structure or recommendations of the future, they will dominate whatever their ideas are. And I don't know what they are. I mean, I'm open to change, open to accepting their criticisms and whatever, but if you can't talk, I don't know how you do that. I went to the selectmen's meeting and asked them to have a meeting. I tried everything I could to get a meeting, to prevent this. I think it's a self-inflicted disaster for the Board of Selectmen and the town administrator particularly, and I don't know why they pushed this the way they did. It's shooting themselves in the foot. It's, you know, not proper in any perspective. And to change an agency is so important with no discussion, no public hearings, and keeping everything secret and in the dark is just terrible. It's a terrible, it's not Walpole, and it's not, these selectmen are better than that, and so is the town administrator, and I know why they went to such tactics. You know, I consider it dirty politics, actually. So I find the whole thing distasteful at this point. And I don't know, the public is kind of shut out of the process in the town meeting. I don't know what's to expect there. But I was disappointed myself, and you know, the gentleman running the finance meeting, he kept looking at his watch and telling me, you've almost been 9 minutes now. You know, he was more interested in the clock than listening to anything that was being said. And I, you know, appreciate, at least this time I got to talk for a few minutes. But it's all after the fact. The article's already in the book. Everything was done before we got to even speak about this, so I'm not too happy with that. And you know, we'll see what happens. I would tell the board the other thing I did, as you know, we made a request for legal assistance to get an attorney other than town attorney to give us an opinion. And I didn't get an answer. I asked Mr. Johnson. He said he would send me the name of 2 municipal attorneys. He didn't do that.
well, that's a
So-
question that people have been asking me. They said, if the town attorney, town council, is indeed town council, doesn't he represent the entire town? And if there is a disagreement between the boards, how can the town council represent both? And maybe there should be a private council. And you requested money for a private council, is that correct?
Yeah, I requested private counsel either assigned through town administrator or KP that would not an employee of KP. And I said that also, you know, we would, if it's up to us, I'd like approval for at least a $2,000 retainer to find an attorney to talk to if they're not gonna provide one. He said he'd get me 2 names, but he never did. So
Did he never respond to you?
he didn't, he said he would get me 2 names, he didn't do that. And I sent him an email and reminded him, and he didn't do it. So, you know, in my book, we were denied legal assistance, which is another problem. It's a problem because the town administrator is supposed to be our agent, but he's not operating as our agent. So we have, that's a flaw in this whole thing. The agent's working for the party who is opposed to us. So I find that very troubling. The whole thing is not, it's not proper. It should have been unwound and stopped and suspended and gone back into a process of discussion and debate so it could be worked out properly. But it hasn't happened, and they just wanted to bully it forward to the result that probably is inevitable. And it's not good government, it's not honest government, it's not the kind of government Walpole should have. So, I don't know. I wasn't, my talk was just about why they wouldn't discuss and try to work things out, and at least come to some agreements and understandings of why they would want to do this, and what the real causes are. And I think we know what they are.
Okay, we are live. It's submitted to the town clerk. Thank you.
All right, anybody else? Bill, you want to say anything?
No,
All right, so then we're going to go to Commissioner, Pradeep's email. They call it Commissioner's email.
So I had one thing to say on Article 7. It's open session, isn't it?
Yes.
Which is, I have filed a lot of procedural complaints with the Attorney General office, and I copied to town clerk and basically raising my concern as a public representative, as an elected representative, and none of those Attorney General complaints have been forwarded to the respective departments. And I was amazed yesterday that the Finance Committee is saying that they are not aware of any Attorney General's office looking into there's not one complaint I can say that they just assume that there is one complaint about open meeting law violation, but there's the most strongest violation is the charter violation. The Walpole Town Charter is being violated, and they have not provided that copy to any of the public people.
Who's they?
The town.
The town being?
I have it recorded in the
The
town
Recreation Department?
the
sewer
town
and
clerk, the town, it is recorded in the town clerk, and it was asked to forward it to respective departments. And for example, the rebuttal to the selectmen FAQ was also given to them, but it was emailed to them with a proper email instruction, but they have not given it to any committee. And that rebuttal is also here. I suggest we sign it so that it becomes an official document. And this rebuttal was sent to you by emails. And if you have any comments, please let us know, because I want to submit as is. Let the other people find the fault with this, because we are running out of the time. So this copy for every one of you. This copy is for signing, but I have you on email and you all are on email because it's a public document. So I'll give you a copy for taking home and everyone.
This is for you?
I don't know.
No, I have copies, yeah.
Oh.
Give it to him, that's fine. I need only one copy with signature. Just so that if the town clerk says that, oh, you are missing signature or something, at least we are doing it correctly. The select board never had this discussed in the, in their public meeting, they never discussed it. They never voted to have this FAQ sent to the RTM. And we are actually having a public meeting, and at least we voted last meeting for this rebuttal, and then we are submitting it. So we are following as much as we can on our own time. We are volunteer, and thank you for all of your time for this board.
So you're thinking that our secretary or the not our secretary, but the secretary, Terry, would not send this out for you, so you asked the clerk to send it out?
No, so the filing to public record can happen through email. So this was rebuttal to the select board Article 7 letter they have posted in the town meeting website, and they sent it in the mail in the RTM packet with a lot of misinformation because
But your rebuttal hasn't been sent out.
it has been sent out to the town clerk for.
Yeah, but she's not, do you want to send it to the town meeting?
No, I already raised the issue today to the town moderator, saying that provide the same assistant to us. I can forward that email. Today morning, I already
Yeah,
sent
you
an
know,
email.
you might, and he's an attorney, you might know this. The town attorney actually is supposed to, by charter, work for the moderator in the town meeting, not for the town administrator. They've turned this around so that, you know, it's become his personal, like, law firm, or whatever, so that's a tough one.
No, but
I don't-
you asked me whether it has been, it has been recorded even with the Massachusetts Attorney General Office, that this is our response to select board's rebuttal.
But what I'm asking is, who's gonna get it?
No, today morning I escalated it to town administrator and everyone else.
No, I'm talking about the people at town meeting who would vote for, might vote on this.
So I'll
Town
read,
administrator doesn't care
okay,
about
I'll read
this.
the email I escalated today. Okay. The email said that
Because they were saying this is full of misinformation, and they don't want it distributed.
no, that's their problem. They have to contact us, at least the author. The board gave me option to let the way they have put the select board letter without any authorization from the select board. The letter is there on the town meeting site. That has a lot of discrepancy. And this one is at least our own research, our own time. They never helped us. I had to pull from my laptop. Rebuttal, okay, I found it. So this was raised today morning, 8:15 a.m. Dear Mr. Johnson, this reminder regarding my earlier submission on October 14 at 5:51 p.m. titled Submission for Rebuttal to Select Board's Article 7 letter as authorized by Board vote October 6, 2025. As previously noted, the Board of Sewer and Water unanimously voted to authorize me as a clerk and commissioner to write the attached rebuttal. The document provides the Board's official factual response to the Select Board's memorandum and FAQ regarding Article 7. Accordingly, I respectfully request that the rebuttal to Select Board Article 7 letter to be posted on town's fall meeting website, directly below or alongside the Select Board's FAQ to ensure the balanced public access to both perspectives. The town administrator's office and superintendent office provide the same level of administrative and printing assistance to the Board of Sewer and Water as extended to the select board in the preparing and distributing Article 7 materials for the town meeting. These actions are necessary to ensure the transparency, fairness and compliance with the principles of open government in preparation for October 2025 fall town meeting. Please confirm when the posting has been completed or advise if additional information is needed. So it's up to them to basically reach to us. We can-
What I'm saying is, right now, there's no way for the town meeting members to get this.
Lots of them go
The
to
selectmen
the-
got this from Mr. Johnson. Last night, they were saying this is garbage, this is terrible, this is full of lies, et cetera. So I highly doubt they're gonna distribute anything.
Oh, that is they, they can talk anything. Yesterday, FinCom meeting, they were saying that the election, very less people vote for Board of Sewer and Water, and I wanted to contest that because I ran of both election contested by three people for 2 positions, and I ran a proper campaign to be in this board, and that was insult to my election process. That was insult to the democracy. That was insult to the voters who voted for me.
Yep.
So whatever they want to say in the public meeting and all, it's up to them. But there are some violation which happens, and those violation has to be reported properly. And there are proper forums, there are proper state agencies to look after it. And I just want to tell frankly, I outside this boardroom, I don't have any enemies. I'm just doing as a procedural things to protect this board, and that's what, to protect the ratepayers actually. To be more, that's what the ratepayers, they voted for us to basically keep water and sewer enterprise fund and water bills, modern and less cost. Anything which is less than that, I will not be able to talk to them, to my residents and to the any Walpole people, if the whole system is not working. A $15 million system is not working properly.
That's a good point, and I think that's one that they miss, is that the state has a public utility commissioners just for that purpose, because the government's monopoly, if they're running a water department and setting rates, somebody representing the ratepayers have to oversee that procedure, because they're a monopoly.
No, he's speaking, sorry. I'm disturbing you. Please go ahead. I'm taking signature.
Yeah.
No, just sign in one copy and give it to me. I'll just post it also.
Okay, we have a signature going on here. At any rate, there is an important role of independence of rate setting and oversight in public utilities, because it is a monopoly, and the people who are running the utility, in this case the town, has their interests to, of course, get as much payment and as much money and revenues as they can to do that function. There's got to be a ratepayer oversight to make sure these requests for rebates and for billing problems, service problems, et cetera, get handled, as well as the rates are not usurious, extensive, or excessive. And that doesn't happen if you have an advisory board. Could give many examples. The advisory boards become pretty much the friendly board of whoever appointed them, and they're not providing oversight over that entity. It's very clear. It's clear in all aspects of government. People know that. In Washington, all the agencies, FCC, all the banking, or every area, they have regulatory oversight, independent. And that's what's being eliminated here. Okay, so if that's all we have on your email,
Yes.
okay.
No, this one was about a different topic, and the topic was the town official not coming to the board meetings. And I saw one more issue, that whenever we are sending the agenda and we are asking, we are basically we are accusing, or not accusing, at least asking the town administrator or the superintendent issues, they are going and changing the agenda. They are trying to stop the agenda to be printed on our regular meeting. In this particular case, the 2 meetings were cancelled because the agenda was not, they said the agenda is not correct, And we wanted to have an executive meeting to discuss the issue of absence of town official in last 3 months in the board meetings. And they are defendant in that scenario. They should not be touching the agenda when it is against them. So I suggest chairman that next time when it comes, kindly give me, we can print agenda on a paper and then submit to the town clerk as our version. We can't rely on town official if they keep on playing with the chairman's agenda, or even you people have given me clerk's position, and if they change my title of my agenda, then it's a problem. And I wish I don't have to do this, but I have to complain because of that reason.
Right. Well, I think it is troubling, I guess, when they kick back even Mr. Abbott's request was, they called me to say, well, do you want that in or not? I said, well, of course I do. He's a commissioner. You can add it to the agenda, and it's put here as I don't know what it is. Where is your stormwater thing? Is it?
I did, so my email.
No, I'm talking about Bill Abbott. Bill, they didn't put it in here?
I didn't have a stormwater thing.
Didn't you have, you had?
I had 2 items. One was Cherokee Lane, another one was, what was it? 175 West Street, which was basically the same issue.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I
Okay.
explained how I gave him the same explanation that the Colleens had, and, you know, if he wishes to get an abatement, he'd come, and so it's up to him at this point.
Okay, all right.
And the other one was, well, actually, there was those 2, the one about the all-seasons pumping sale, and then
Yep.
the MWRA, which we can discuss next, although it really doesn't.
Yeah,
require
this is the one
discussion.
here, that one line of Route 1 from Mr. Abbott. Yeah, that was put as a memo or something. I don't know. I
Yeah,
said I was
just-
gonna have a discussion, but
It's been brought up a couple times. It
Yep.
seems, if in fact it is accurate, that we should pursue it. And I said, well, there's an easy way to go. Let me just call them and find out. I got the answer. No. And so I'm
Okay.
just,
okay. All right, so, then moving on to old business, the MWRA water connection.
So how can we fund this if, all our water retain earning and sewer retain earning are going to, stormwater and all. And the yesterday, finance committee meeting, the way town administrator was calling out was very bad. I just want to.
You filed the substitute motion, right?
No, that's not the question.
What's the question?
Did this board ever got to vote on Article 5 and Article 6? That was my question to him.
Yeah.
And he said, I sent you memo, you guys voted 2-2 on it. I said, that's not the question. The question is whether the Board of Sewer and Water got Article 5 and Article 6 to vote on it on a proper posted agenda. It never happened.
no, I don't recall. What was sent was, here's the
His memo.
memo. If you had questions, see it. I went and asked, talked to him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
You
asked.
probably have too,
That
yeah.
memo came 2 times for us to
Yeah.
review and vote. First time I said, okay, I can't understand this.
Yeah.
I need article number and.
Right, I remember what the article number was.
That's correct.
Yeah,
And the second time it came, she said, no, we have to vote on this memo. And then I refused to vote on it
Yeah.
because I wanted the article number.
Hope you didn't sign.
No.
No.
So
Yeah.
now what I see is the town hall does not have any authorization to spend that money from the Board of Sewer and Water. Now they have to go and check that they are attorneys.
Well, in the end, it's gonna be, if you wish to stop any of the things, at town meeting, you make a substitute motion.
No, I'm
to-
not going to make a substitute
No, I'm
motion.
saying that's the way to.
I asked formally in this town meeting, I raised that objection in the
Is
yesterday
there a
FinCom
substitute
meeting.
motion on,
I am not going to do that.
you didn't do that?
No, I'm not going, I'm going to
You
rescind
told me
it.
you were going to do that.
No, I have substitute motion with the town moderator. Okay,
You did tell them that.
I did tell.
Okay, so there is
Okay.
a substitute motion.
There is a substitute motion,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying, that's the,
substitute motion is to take back the $350,000 from the water retain earning and sewer retain earning. What I'm saying is that we never authorized Article 5 and Article 6. Forget Article 5.
we did not.
Yeah, Article 6 also is unauthorized to spend anything or borrow anything for the water enterprise fund. So that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
As a
And
procedure.
I agree with like the procedure, but from a legal standpoint, it's the town meeting is the only one who can authorize the spending, and they right at the meeting could
Yeah,
change the number and all.
that's
Yeah.
correct. So,
So-
they have to follow the town charter.
Yeah, so-
The town charter says that the water board, sewer board can only authorize the water enterprise fund and sewer enterprise fund budgets.
I'm not sure I've seen
Spending
that.
and all.
I would
Yeah,
have to
please check. Please check.
I will.
Yeah. So that's my substitute motion was there, and I had another substitute motion. Oh, okay. This was this is what I submitted. You guys can. Oh, we can pass it here. I don't want to put it on the agenda because it's not on the agenda. And this was to suspend
Well,
the.
we're going to be there at the town meeting. I don't know that.
Yeah, but why to put this as a motion? Yeah.
Why?
When the board has authority to suspend, so they have to wait until spring town hall meeting to get the authorization from the board because they missed it. They have to go and check with the lawyers. So that's the point.
All right.
And anything else I have is, so those are the issue. And then of course all the attorney general's complaint. I'm waiting for them to respond to me so that I can distribute to the whole board their response. My submitting my thing is not the work. So
Who are you expecting to respond to that?
there are three or four different type of complaints to the Attorney General office.
Okay.
So they need, at least one of them has to respond because what they're saying is that for each complaint there's some other attorney giving looking into it. So if it was OML, it was going to somebody else. If it was charter violation, it is going to the different unit. If it is OML charter violation, and then third was OML substitute yesterday's finance committee. So that I had to file they asked me to file another open meeting law violation against finance committee, because what happened yesterday was that they revoted Article 7. It was not in the agenda. It was the biggest agenda. You also guessed it. I told you. And in hurriedly, they went, they closed the motion, and they did not vote on their own September meetings in the thing. So they are also, finance committee is also going to the town hall without meeting agenda approved by themselves. They missed it. So they are also in a big legal trouble. As a finance committee, they should be more following the rules and procedures instead of blaming the board of sewer and water in that meeting. I'm laughing, please, sorry. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. When they closed and I went back and saw I would like to sign this so that I can submit it to the, at least we can distribute the copy in the RT meetings. So I was laughing that they didn't even approve their own meeting agenda for September. Now, okay. That's it. I'll move from here now. I have work to do, but I want to thank you all. And
Well,
I
we-
want to wish you all a very happy Diwali. October 20 is a Diwali festival, and I hope I'll be there, but my family comes first. So
Yeah,
Okay.
if I don't see you there, then happy Diwali for me.
that's it. Hey, we
Yes, thank
need to, I got one thing on Jarvis Farm here. Okay, and, I'm gonna make a motion, and the motion is move that the town establish an environmentally safe parking lot at Jarvis Farm as soon as possible.
I second that.
Okay, moved and second. Any discussion?
I'll wait to see the dollar amount that we're,
It's already there, some
That
improvement.
they already figured, I
They
forget
already
what it
figured
is.
out.
But
then
they,
they're already doing it.
what?
Are they already doing it?
They're doing
No,
some recreation.
no, they're not.
So
No,
has money been appropriated?
no.
Oh, well, how much is going to be
Well, it keeps
appropriated?
going up because this was 7 years ago. Which
Hold on.
price do you want?
I would say, again, it's unfortunate the staff isn't here, but I believe that Public Works is getting a grant to do stormwater work in the area of the adjacent streets. And somehow that was gonna work into what needed to be spent for the parking lot over there and what maybe savings can be crafted based on the stormwater work they do for that, to tie it into what would be needed for the parking
I
lot.
have it. I have 2, 3.
Or they could use the snow fund, which we didn't have any snow last year. They might want to use that. Anyway, that's the idea. Move that the town establish an environmentally safe parking lot at Jarvis Farm as soon as possible.
I
Was there a second?
I seconded it. Yeah.
Okay, move and say anything, Bill?
Aye, that's,
Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
400. We need to
There's a
record.
400.
I'll
Okay, I will
appropriate
send
to
this.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
I second that.
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.